Hello, dear viewers, friends, and all of that. Welcome back to another episode of ARK Survival Ascended here on Valguero. This is TBT, and today, at least for the start of this video, we're going to be taming this guy right here. This, what is this? Hold up. This, Shinobi Parasaur. Now, I think this might be the same shiny that I tried to kill in the last episode, but I've had a change of heart on that, and I'll go into why in a second. For now, let's get this party started. And if you find yourself enjoying this video, do me a solid, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, please the algorithm gods, and spread this video around the platform. It really does help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, gotta try not to hit the damn Bronto in the head. Okay, I also gotta try not to kill him. Down. Beautiful. Easy money. So I have since, if you saw the last episode, at least partially repaired my house. We've got some wood structures up, so that should fare much better against the menaces out there whenever they try and destroy my house for some ungodly reason, assuming that my gilded stego that I need to name doesn't get by them. Or doesn't stop them, I mean. But, you know, things happen. But yeah, now to go over the reason why we're taming this, and why I changed my mind about killing it. When killing shinies, if you have the shiny mod, will net you some juicy resources. It is a shinobi type creature, which I'm not 100% certain what that all means. But I can say, if it does what I think it does, it should be some type of stealth ability, which gets to my point about the goal here today. Originally I was like, okay, let's tame an Anky and get that out of the way. But it's like, you know what? Looking back at my episodes, frankly, we do that so, like, we follow such a similar pattern. It's like, we need to switch it up a little bit. But no, the taming an Anky is definitely coming. At least some form of metal gatherer is on the horizon, but not just yet. Excuse me. Man. But the reason why I want this is, as you can see, there's a lot of creatures here to tame, a lot of good things here. This is not the area where I want to set up shop permanently. There's a whole map to explore and see. And honestly, this will be much more of a new experience for me than than Ragnarok will be, because I know Valguero very well. Or, damn it! I know Ragnarok very well. I don't know Valguero all that well. I've only really played on it that one time I did Primal Fear, and then a little bit before I started making YouTube videos. And the Primal Fear playthrough is still on the channel if you want to check it out. It's ARK Survival Evolved, but we got, I'd say, decently far into it, and then Ascended came out, and of course, you know, I switched over to that, and frankly, I was kind of tired of Primal Fear anyway. Like, I liked the mod, it just felt like the loop, didn't add enough new stuff for me as I went on, but that's not to say I think it's a bad mod. I think it's great. It just ended up turning into more of a slog for me in the end, although it was still fun, so I guess how much can I really say about that? But to bring us back here, this guy, if indeed its shiny ability, should it have one, is a stealth-related ability, that means I can extend my range, like, the range I can travel safely quite a bit. And Parasaurs are not the fastest creature, but still gonna be the fastest thing I have available to me right now. Barring maybe, if I could get the Diplodocus, I could tame that, but I don't think I can. Let's see, when do you get the Diplo saddle? Not until level 32. I mean, I'm level 31, but I also don't want to expend the metal on that. It is a passive tame, though. If I could get, like, an Archelon or something, that would make that very, very easy to do. But, and as for ocean creatures, definitely that's on the horizon, but I want to stick with at least a more traditional playthrough, for me at least, of being primarily land-based until I've actually found my forever home, which is most likely going to be in the Chalk Hills, the Chalk area, because that's probably just the place I want to be, and I want to get there sooner rather than later. But there's a couple things I need to do before we can move there, and that is I need to get all my utility tames done, I need to get a decent flyer. The Parasaur I tamed, or I adopted, will serve me well in that regard, but It's not going to do long term. We're getting on that level before too long where I'll be able to get a new one. I also need to start getting drops, like start really going for materials and just start pushing forward on that front. And this guy helps us do that because it extends my range. It extends how far I can travel safely from base. He's not very fast, but if it has a stealth ability, it will be able to... it's also, let's see, if we check its stats, has a decent weight stat. Holy crap in a barrel. That health is pretty bad, though. But still going to be able to endure a few hits. And ultimately, if it dies, it dies. You know? It's one of those. It is a Parasaur. And you might ask, well, why not you use the Stego that you tamed, the Shiny Stego? The Shiny Stego is good, but it's too slow, and it does not have the stamina for long-distance travel. And although powerful enough to defend itself, that slowness it's more efficient to tame something that can move around and hopefully not get hit. And especially because this guy does have the Parasaur, roar ability to frighten things away. So that will help. And it's like, in this situation, I want something that can get me around the map quickly to scout ahead and see what I need and maybe harvest some resources. So that's the primary advantage there. And its weight is good enough to allow me to do that and bring back home some goodies. So that is what we will try and do. It is a shiny, so it's slightly stronger than a normal 150 Parasaur would be. I was hoping it would be higher level than this, but that's fine. But yeah, this is a creature where if it dies, and that's fine. I would prefer it not, but we'll see what we do. As to the rest of what I have planned today, that's mostly going to be just scouting ahead and seeing what we've got to explore, because frankly, what I need, as well as utility and resources, is I need a good travel mount. I've already scouted out a couple of potential Ankies we can tame. I think this is one of them. No, it is not. But the one I had in mind looks very similar to this. It's a 130, and there's a 135 up there with a baby that I can go for. So all that being taken into account sets me up pretty well for what's coming. But having this is going to help me go even further than that. And there is an area I want to go to because I want to get more crystal. So I also you can put a cart on a Parasaur, which I did not know that you could do that. But yeah, and I've never done that. I need to do it. I need to actually do it. Okay, so what does this thing do? So this dinosaur is shiny, derp. Yeah, no, you know, of course it's shiny. I can see that. Okay, so it has all the typical Parasaur stuff. Does it have anything else? I might Google if it has a special ability or if it just has like a passive thing that it does. So it came out with pretty bad HP, but that weight is, that's good. The stamina is solid. That's what I need in a mount like this. But yeah, I think I'm going to consult Dr. Google real quick and figure out what this thing's ability is, because I don't want to hit C if I need C. So, yeah, space does nothing. Right click is the usual. R doesn't do anything. Control doesn't do anything. Control right click does nothing. Yeah, I don't know if this thing actually has any powers, but it also, being at the level that it is, does have good gathering capabilities. So it can be an effective berry gatherer, and if I put it on turret mode like the other Parasaur, it will serve me well as a guardian around my house for the majority of the playthrough, regardless of where that is, so. And at this level, even a Parasaur can defend itself a little bit. It's just not going to be particularly great against the stronger creatures that are around, but yeah, I'll Google what it can do if we run into a situation where I need to pull a Skyrim. Hold up, let me pause the game, Mr. Giant, while I eat my various cheeses and restore my health. Yeah, one of those. Here, let me pause the game real quick. Oh, yep, Saber up there. Oh, is that Pteranodon fighting it? It is. The Pteranodon is most likely going to lose that fight, but if the Saber can hit it. Oh, nope. Not taking that fight. That's an Alpha Carno. We don't want to fight that. Now, if he didn't aggro on me, what the hell? Do Alphas not... There, and I hear a greater UT in the background there. That's not good either. So we're going to have to try and find an alternate way to get where I want to go. There's a normal Carno. Yeah, I would not fancy my chances in a fight against one of those. Alright. Melee is actually not terrible. Okay, we're going to give myself more HP. If I can get myself up to around 2,000 to 3,000 on this thing, I think that's when we'll have a really solid mount. But I think for the moment, the best play I have is I can either explore... I want to get more crystal. I want to get some more metal. Okay, if the Calicotherium kills that... Oh, that's a mammoth. That's good. That's some good scouting right there, because a mammoth would definitely be a good mount here. It's not fast, but it's fast enough, and it is powerful. And I think I'm almost at the level where I can get it. No, I'm at the level where I can get it. Yeah. I need more hide, though. I'm almost out. Is it just me, or I probably should turn that one event that I had on off? Okay, so no, the guy lost, so that's unfortunate. I'm certainly not going to be winning that fight if it's a high level, which it probably is if it survived a Calicotherium of any significant leveling, but maybe not. Can I get up to get at that crystal, though? Because that was my goal from the start, is can I get up there and get that crystal without aggroing everything? I don't think my roar will work on that alpha, but I also don't notice that alpha doesn't really seem to care that I'm here. Maybe that is the passive. Oh, they're fighting some. Yeah, no, this is not gonna work. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable until I know what my capabilities are. I don't feel comfortable trying to do that, although there is a sheep right there. The shiny Midnight Sabertooth has been killed. Well, that's unfortunate. Did I get any stuff for killing him? No. Because I didn't kill him, so... Yeah, until somebody kills that Carno, we're going to have to be more careful about how we approach this. I really need at least just one good piece of... Oh, maybe there's a way over there to get at it. Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm a take 5 real quick and figure out exactly what it is that I'm capable of doing. Because in theory, if I have a passive stealth ability that is me making these things not aggro to me, then that's just fine. I just wish that my little bar would reflect that. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, having consulted Dr. Google, it is indeed a passive stealth ability that greatly reduces aggro distance, but it does not nullify it entirely. So I was probably right to try and avoid making contact with anything over there. I can probably sneak by most of it, but... yeah, putting this thing to the test, it is a Parasaur. If it was a Trike or something like that, I wouldn't. I would be happy to put that thing up to battle, but it's like, okay, the area to get metal looks relatively clear for the moment. Okay, we got an RG over there as well, so that's something to note for later. Oh, yeah, see, that guy is just waiting right there. I'm pretty sure I can get by him without him getting mad, but... Yeah, okay. Now we gain access to the area. Now we're getting the juicy stuff. Let's go. And this thing has the weight to carry it, so that's good. I always forget if alphas will aggro to you. I think they do. I'm definitely remembering that they do, but I usually avoid them at this stage in the game, so although killing that would be good. We're just gonna get as much crystal as we can. Eh. Maybe try and get some of that juicy metal over there. Really, really just take that edge off of my metal problem. Or you know what? Maybe we'll wait till we get an Anky for that. But I don't know. I think I need metal to get the Anky, so I'll probably go harvest a node of it, just so that I have enough. Not to tame the Anky, but to make the saddle for it. Okay, I think we got enough crystal for now. Okay, we got 103. We're good. Okay. Now, can we get back down without making that guy there angry? Well, the answer is yes, we can, because because we're not, this area looks relatively safe. One thing I'm emphasizing, I'm not charging in Leroy Jenkins style. I'm being cautious. I'm taking my time. I'm looking around. And it's like, this is not a fighting creature, even though it can hold its own maybe against some smaller stuff. Like, this thing would probably be able to handle a raptor or two. Maybe very low-level Carnos and Sabers, but it is not taking on an Alpha Carno. It is not taking on... it will outrun an RG all day, but... Okay, I'm actually going to use my aggro, my like, reduced aggro radius to its fullest effect. Oh! Okay, I thought my game froze there for a second. And it's like, and FYI, the lesson here is you take a look around, like, you start the game, you know, you get through a portion of it, and you find yourself getting stuck on something, because you don't find maybe the thing that you need that would allow you to progress in the best way possible. Sometimes the answer isn't as obvious. Sometimes the answer might be something that you would otherwise ignore, i.e. like a higher level Parasaur than the one you have. Whether it has a special ability or not, we probably could have accomplished most of the goals I just completed without needing to do that. Without needing the stealth, I just would have had to have been more careful about how I went around the area, how I explored the area. But that's a Hesperornis. That is a shiny Hesperornis. That might be worth actually killing. You can get some loot from that as well, and it will come fight me, so that's a good thing. But yeah, this is definitely a keeper of a tame right here. So, and it doesn't make the most exciting video, I'll grant you that. Like, it's like, oh, it tamed a Parasaur when you already have one, what the hell are you doing? And it's like, well, not everything is going to be super, you know, mega exciting. Oh, that's our, okay, who are you attached to? You attached to this thing? Well, shit. Alright. Well, I guess I know what we're doing. Okay, first things first. No. You stay right there. And put your behavior onto passive currently. Because I don't want you intervening. Because I think we are going to try and go for that Anky. I think I have enough arrows to do it. So we're going to try it. Yeah, I'll check Dodo Dex or something, see if I've got enough arrows for a 130 Anky, because taming both of those is just gonna put me ahead in this game so far. Just wait for my graphics to decide that everything is nice and pretty again. Okay, we got this. So it's a good chunk of metal, a good chunk of crystal. I can now make the regular Spyglass. I have 6 hide. Okay, that's not great. Oh, I need 10 hide, damn it. Alright, well, we're gonna have to kill something. Okay, so getting the Spyglass is important. I haven't unlocked any of the Super Spyglass stuff. I'm gonna save that till we're, like, mid-end game. That said, what I am going to do right now, 1000%, is make some Dino Balls. We'll just make 1 stack of these, because I don't want to use too much crystal. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay, I need 10 more hides, so we're going to need to kill something. But we don't need to do that this second. Okay. Oh, and I need more wood. Alright, well, we'll have to deal with that later. Okay, how are we doing here? Anky. Anky is level 36. I am currently level, what, 32? 31. Okay, so we got 5 levels before we can unlock the saddle for that. But that's perfectly fine. That's right around the time we'll also unlock the saddle for the Pteranodon, I think. 38. Yeah, we're getting there. Is anything else I want right now? I mean, this would be fine, but... Actually, that'd be a very good idea if I have the, because I have the Theomia. Okay, we're starting to get into stone tier proper. And by starting to, I mean, we're basically, like, slightly past it. I'm gonna unlock this. This might be good as well. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make the ice block, and that's gonna help with our storing of things. Wait, do I need wood for that? I think I do. What the hell was that? What was that sound? Am I losing my mind? What the hell was that? Okay, I think, is this our Anky right here? It is. Okay. Oh no, this is a level 100. Where's the 130? God, there's so much stuff around my house now. Excuse you, sir. What the hell? Where'd he go? Man, I dip inside for 5 minutes just to check on what my next steps are, and then this happens. Okay, here's the 130. The problem is, as you can see, it is now moved quite close to the rest of these, which is going to make my life a little bit more difficult than it has to be. Here we go again. I'm just gonna whistle passive so stuff doesn't start, hopefully stuff doesn't start destroying my house, because if it does, then I'm gonna be upset. Alright, I just put this I put the damn thing back together. I don't need something tearing it apart. Before we engage with this tame, though, I am going to do this, because I want to score some kind of a kill and get some extra hide, so I can make my Spyglass. You're a level 135. I'll let you go. How about you? 100, damn it. When I now need a low level. Get out of my way! Level 15, you'll do. And I missed the headshot. Get out of my way. So that'll give me the height I need to make a Spyglass, which is going to be very helpful for lining up shots and identifying creatures. Split all. Let that spoil. Excuse you. Really? Damn it. It's never quite enough, is it? Okay, we got plenty of fiber, though, so that's fine. Let's go get a little bit of wood, then. Okay, the 130 is now there, so I gotta keep him. I gotta try and keep him there while we do this, because I don't want the other Ankies to jump in on that. If I can keep him by himself, this becomes a much, much, much more pleasant experience. I will say, this is the point in the game where we're probably going to start to see more skips ahead into the... Wow. That is a whole 2 wood from a single tree. Now that's what I'm talking about. So that mammoth is going to be something to bear in mind as well. It's a good creature, and it would be, and it is fast enough to be a somewhat usable travel mount, as well as obviously a weight bearer and whatnot. But ultimately, to like from where I am on the map, like I don't know quite where I am. Only that there's a lot to explore and see. So I'm glad we got over there to get some crystals and really get that done. But it does not solve all my immediate problems, and right now that's what I need to focus on. Still, it was nice to get over there and actually take a look. Oh, whoa. Oh, shoot, you have 2! Well, hell. I'm going for you. Definitely going for this. We gotta get to a... Okay, I gotta put my stuff down first, though, because otherwise I'm gonna be too chunky to avoid your tail swings, and that's not gonna be fun. By the way, the reason why I will put these on passive and allow my house to get destroyed again is because if they start engaging, there's a very good chance everything around me is going to start freaking out. And that is not what we want. We do not want that to happen. So, like, everything around the house is going to start freaking out. It's going to turn completely chaotic and just not fun at all. Yeah, let him destroy it. He wants to. Oh, and I missed because I walked over a rock. I think I've said this before. I love the look of the Anky in this game. This is not at all accurate. Well, if I don't know if he's, I don't think he's torpor running yet. If he was, he probably would have taken us, or he probably wouldn't have. Hold up. No? Maybe he is. Nope. He's bringing her around. See, this is a situation where it's much easier to control what's happening. You're gonna keep him coming to me. If he starts torpor running here, that's actually bad. I think he might be at this point, yeah. Come on, damn it. Oh, that missed somehow. Okay, we got him down. Now, in theory, his little babies should start gathering around him. Really? Okay, these things take a while to tame, so this might not be super fruitful here, but... I'm gonna grab this, give this to my Parasaur. Yeah, trying to tame an Anky off of Mejo berries is usually not a good idea. So what I'm gonna do instead is we're just gonna let him starve out a little bit. And hopefully that'll make this go a lot smoother. I'm also going to take a moment to put on the map. Yeah, Ankylosaurus. We're gonna do Ankylosaurus. I think I think both pronunciations are technically correct, but yeah, there. Go to the well, I'm in the tracking panel, I guess. Yeah. Okay, get those guys both there. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit and wait. I'm gonna put all this extra stone away. So yeah, I need 4 more levels to get the Anky saddle, so that's less than ideal, but it is what it is. We'll have to just make do with it. Now we have some extra wood. Let's get that going. I'm going to basically use all of that in this. Get these cooked up. And then we'll harvest some more with the stego later. Oh man, my house did get destroyed. Damn. I'm just transferring these one at a time so I can fix the rest of my property, because I don't appreciate that my stuff got destroyed. How the hell did that get hit? Yo, that got hit, but my thing did not? My bed didn't? What game, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Alright, I'm going to bring us back when this thing is tamed up and ready to go. I mean, it won't be usable right now, but at least we'll have it. My god, this one's pretty, though. Alright, yeah, and that'll take care of that for a future episode. Okay, I'm bringing us back real quick because I want to just go over something here. And it's something that I often fail to do, which is all the more reason why I should share it with you guys. One of the best tactics you can do when you don't have the proper food to tame a creature quickly, regardless of your settings, in this case, the Anky can be tamed with Mejo berries, but is generally not recommended to do so. Generally, you want to use kibble or the seaweed stuff, the algae from a Archelon. Let's say you don't have that. So what do? Well, the thing you want to do and you can choose to do this anyway, even if you have that stuff, again, depending on your settings. But the whole point here is that if you don't put anything in its inventory, its food stat will drop, as you can see right here. Its food stat will start dropping, and that's important to remember because as long as you don't put food in its inventory and take it back out, you can do just fine, and this strategy will work. Just let the food stat drop quite a bit. I let it drop to about 10,850, right? I let it fall to that point, and the reason why I chose to do that is so that I was hoping it would eat enough mejoberries to tame up. We only got about 50% of the way, but that's perfectly fine. That's something to note for later, but I wanted to point this out primarily because you might think, oh, well, I have to sit there and do nothing, but it's like, no, you can just wait to feed it, let that food stat drop, make sure, as you can see here, you keep checking that torpor, though, because the torpor will also be dropping, so bear that in mind as well. And this is called starving it out. It's just basically you're letting it get hungry so it'll eat all the food, and ultimately this results in a much faster tame than what you would normally get if you just started putting the food in immediately. But again, that really depends on your settings and the type of food you're using as to whether or not this is going to be worth it. But in this case, with an Anky, it absolutely is worth doing this. Because as you can see, as this food stat drops, it doesn't drop particularly quickly. Like, it's falling, it's definitely going down, but it's not going down enough. So it eats and gains, what, 2% or something every... okay, let's see. When it drops... Okay, so it just jumped back up by 30 there. And what did I get? I got like 3 to 5% on that. Something like that. Somewhere in that neighborhood. It was like 50... I don't remember what it was. He might have eaten once between now and then as well. But yeah, that's why we do this. And it's something that... You know, it probably is more useful in PvP when you need to get something done quickly, but you have to be careful about that, and you'd have to guard the tame, because theoretically at that point anybody can just come up and feed it, I think. Or I don't remember if somebody in your tribe can just do that, but... You know, here on single player, I don't have to worry about any of that nonsense, so that would be why I don't know that. Alrighty, and that Anky should 1000% be dead. This Anky also, as stated, should be a lot bigger. It should be about, what, 6 to 8 tons? Like, this thing should be, what, not elephant, like, almost elephant weight, but not elephant height and sheer bulk. But, like, this is a very compact but very armored, but very heavy creature. And it should be considerably larger than it is. Like, we come out here to full, if I come in here to K mode, you can see it's a big creature, but nowhere near as big as it should be. Like, it should be about about a quarter of the screen if it was the proper size compared to me. But it's fine. It's also, those spikes are reminiscent of a Upalocephalus, I think it's called. So maybe that's what we're looking at here. But enough of me yapping. I'll bring us back when this thing is fully tamed up. We're not going to do a creature demo with it because, firstly, this weather is absolutely atrocious, as it always is. But also, I can't ride it yet. Although, I am getting there. I'm getting at level 33, so... Alright. Alrighty, I think we've got about 1 feed left before this thing wakes up, so at that point, we're gonna let that cycle through, and then I'm going to take those 2 babies as well, because why not? I can do that. I did end up killing the shiny Hesperornis, but there's not much to say about that, so I don't think that footage will make it in. Because I haven't even looked at editing it yet, and I can already say I don't think that's making the cut. But my goodness, is this weather, like, looks like the storm might be clearing up, but damn, it's some ghastly weather this playthrough. But I guess if that's the only thing I really have to complain about, there's not much to complain about. Alright, there we go, we got them. Now, we need to get the babies quick, because they're going to try and run away. Okay, these are babies, so let's take care of business quickly here. Now, if I wanted to be cheeky, I could just put them away and forget about them for a while, and then maybe they'd get some imprinting, maybe not. But I think I'm actually going to try to get a little bit of imprint on them. Just a bit. Depending. Unfortunately, I didn't get any kibble from that shiny kill. I got a bunch of gems and stuff. Like a bunch of aberration items, which is fine. Just not really what I needed, so... But what I can use these Ankies for is I can use them for breeding since they do have the exact same stats as each other. So... So theoretically I can get an imprinted Anky that might be a little bit better than this one. But then again, might not. Wow, seriously, that weight is terrible. Oh, man. Oh, yikes, but that... wow. I mean, I can't say too much about the melee. Melee is fine. Health is eh. Stamina's pretty good. Yeah, these aren't the best stats. Like, the food and oxygen are the two good stats, which is not what I want, but, you know, I'm not going to be picky about it. An Anky is an Anky. I also finally got around to naming all my stuff. For some reason, I decided to name the Stego Rupert Giles after the guy in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. If you're a 90s kid, you'll know what that is. And if not, then you should go check it out, because it's actually a pretty good show. A little cheesy, but it relishes in the cheese. I also named this thing Naruto Runner because it's supposedly a Shinobi Parasaur. And this is not a pig because Phiomia is not a pig. It is actually more closely related to elephants. This is the part where someone screams nerd in the comments, like Homer Simpson style. But yeah. Oh, whoa, why do they keep doing this? What the hell, man? Jeez. Good grief. Oh, they're already mulching through that. I'll give them some other berries as well. Alright, we're actually getting up there with the Parasaur's HP, so that's good. Okay, now we can see there, Cuddles did improve some of the weight stat there with the imprint, so let's, wait, did it? Shit, it might not have. Oh, yeah, it did, a little bit. For a 20% imprint, we got a few pounds increase there, so, you know, it's not doing much, but it's doing something. Now, these both technically have lower stats than their parent does, because their parent is a fully grown creature with levels on it, so... Although the amount of stat points he got for weight is so abysmal on that level up that it doesn't even matter. It's like, the difference would be eclipsed by the imprint, I think. Okay. Now, I think at this point, this is where we're going to have to call this an episode, because I can't think of anything else to really do. I've finished repairing my house, so that's good. We've got crystal, we've got metal. We're going to need to get more, but that's not the current plan of the day. The current plan of the day is we need to keep scouting and expanding. So I think we're going to call it an episode, and then hopefully by next time we'll have figured out something to do. to move forward. I think I know what that's going to be, but I'm going to have to keep looking around and getting a feel for the terrain first. Or I might just level up to the point where I can make a Pteranodon saddle so I can fly around a little bit, but... But, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, do me a solid. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and please the algorithm gods and spread it around the platform. It really does help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. But this has been TBT. I'm signing off, and I'll catch you lovely people on the next episode of Ark Survival Ascended here on Valguero.